Jesse's girl, Stacy's mom. Why do people keep insisting on pitting bad bitches against each other like this? They need to team up and take out that homewrecker, Jolene. Jolene, Stacy's mom, Jesse's girl, Caroline, Mrs. Robinson. Fixed. Sweet, you added Caroline. And here's to you for remembering Mrs. Robinson as well. Where's Roxanne? Stuck at the red light. For all of those who understand the references, you're all old souls and I appreciate you. I love this new trend of threatening to make a post get tons of notes. The fear of going viral on this site is so at odds against the push to get your 15 minutes of fame on any other platform. You don't want to be a household name on this site. You're sharing a podium with Human Pet Guy for starters. Good post, OP. I think lots of people would agree. Don't you dare. When you're an archaeologist with a set schedule, sometimes people really get to understand who you are. When I dug in France, I always got a croissant at 5:20 from the same exact place in Echemines. Echemines? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that in French. A week in, they had one lying on the counter for me by the time I walked in. By the second week, I got the exact amount I'd pay in hand when I walked in, because they'd reliably have it ready. I made sure to tell the owners that I wasn't returning on my last day of the dig. I may mention that every time I ordered in French. On my last day, the owners gave me hugs and kindly told me to never speak in French again. They had your order ready so they wouldn't have to hear you speak French. Oh, motherfucker! When you feel like everyone hates you, sleep. When you feel like you hate everyone, eat. When you feel like you hate yourself, shower. Made a positive meme for you. Okay, but legit, this works. Like it really, really does work. This is the most important mental health advice. So yeah, listen to the raccoon, guys. Take care of yourselves. A new chapter of the Epic of Gilgamesh is revealed where the fragment of Tablet V was finally recovered. It was written in Standard Babylonian and dates back to the Neo-Babylonian period, 626 to 538 BC, according to researchers. New Epic of Gilgamesh dropped before the winds of winter. I absolutely fucking hate it here. This is why you gotta show love and comment on old fics. You never know when the author may drop another chapter. There's a dog behind you. What does he look like? A little like this. I have not seen this meme in so long. I'm loving it. One of the reasons I love Tumblr is that occasionally, classic memes like this show up on my dashboard. It's like reaching into the cupboard for food and accidentally finding a 19-year-old can of soup that you've kept for sentimental reasons. My favorite love language is trying, actually. Like when people try to learn your hobbies, or try to play the same sports that you play in an effort to get closer to you, people who try to love you the way you love people, people who will go to places you want to visit just for your sake, people remembering, putting in an effort, just trying. I think I am officially fandom old. I am so worn out from the arguments on who's the top or the bottom, who cares, what is allowed to be written, anything you want, bejeebus. What is problematic? I know, just tag it. What other people should do. They should live their lives free of judgment. There isn't a right way to do things. Tag your stuff appropriately, don't read stuff you don't want to read, and leave other people, me, alone. There is nothing quite like the freedom of having gone through all of the discourse and come out the other side into the promised land of not giving a fuck. The 3 keys to the promised land are block, unfollow, and do not engage. Writing tip. If you don't feel like actually writing, prepare for writing. Open your work in progress Word doc, read the last page again, scribble notes on what happens next. Once you've done this, you might just find yourself wanting to continue after all. And if you don't, no worries. You've made it easier to jump back into later. This always works for me. Really good advice. I do this to get into the writing mood. I can tell myself, I don't have to write, no pressure. Look, I'm not writing. This isn't writing. Great advice! Fanfiction is becoming people's primary form of entertainment right now because most media right now is so cheap, bland, recycled, and sponsored by people who love money more than the source material. Fanfiction is written for free by people who genuinely love what they're writing about. That's why it's better. That's why it's more satisfying. Fanfiction is a home-cooked meal made for yourself and for your friends. Media today is junky fast food spoiled by too much grease and the knowledge that the people producing it are being criminally mistreated and underpaid. Fanfiction is a home-cooked meal! Wow, bro, this rings so true! Have y'all ever had communion bread that was just so nasty? Like, I know we have to suffer as Christians, but do we really need to have whole wheat bread as the body of Christ? My old church used Hawaiian bread. My standards are high. Some old housemates of mine were Syrian Orthodox. At their church, different members of the church took turns baking the bread that would be consecrated for the Eucharist. This was all well and good, until one woman baked raisin bread. This led to the memorable occasion of a rather flustered priest who had not seen the bread until that moment, declaring, "This, except for the raisins, is the body of Christ." Except for the raisins? Oh my god! Raisins are just dried grapes though, and wine is his blood, so really it's like a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, except with Jesus. Like a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, except with Jesus! Is anyone reaching age-appropriate milestones anymore, or are we all in the soup? Aren't you tired of reaching age-appropriate milestones? Don't you want to just drink soup? Joke's on you! Transitioning from caring about superficial progress for its own sake to caring about enjoying a good soup in a pleasant moment is an age-appropriate milestone. Milestones are out. Minestrone is in. Thanks. Now I'm going to want to pronounce milestone like minestrone for the rest of my life. Also thanks. Now I am aware that I've been pronouncing at least one of them wrong my entire life. Which one? Milestone? Minestrone? Milestone? Minestrone? Oh my god. That's hilarious. It's so important to remember that Tumblr is bad, has been bad, and will likely remain bad for the foreseeable future. And that is vital to our survival. If Tumblr was a good website that worked, it would get turned into a corporate hellscape like every other site. It's so important that Tumblr is broken and poorly run and impossible to effectively navigate. It's all that's keeping us safe. Tumblr needs to work just well enough to keep the lights on, and no better. My singing voice is good for showers and mornings in the kitchen and drunken nights and lullabies for babies who need sleep, and I'm okay with this. I think it's silly to be ashamed of your art because it's not in a museum, and of your voice because it's not selling out stadiums. There will always be people who enjoy and appreciate what you can do. I don't know why, but this hit me really hard, and I've been staring at it for a couple minutes. You say amateur as if it was a dirty word. Amateur comes from the Latin word amare, which means to love, to do things for the love of it. Mozart in the Jungle. With It Too being released, we wanted to make sure everyone is being safe. So here is a tip when attacked by a group of clowns. Be sure to go for the jugular. My local movie theater thinks they're hilarious. What the fuck are you talking about, OP? They are hilarious. I was scrolled 3 posts past this before I realized that jugular is a pun on jugular, not just the clown equivalent of a cleric and therefore the one that needs to die first. Anyone else grow up and realize that your excessive reading as a child was actually just a coping mechanism for your incredibly shitty childhood, and you stopped reading as much as soon as you escaped or found other things to fill the void? Relatable. Yes, reading excessively as a child for a lot of us was a form of escapism, but part of the reason so many of us struggle to read now is because we based our entire taste in reading on what helped us escape, but as we got older and our needs changed, a lot of us never adapted our reading tastes. So we keep trying to read YA fiction, and it just doesn't hit the way it used to, and we assume it's because we can't read like we used to. But the reality is that we need a new genre of literature to suit our new life experiences and mature taste. I feel very seen right now. It'd really suck if I got ice or water-themed superpowers. I'd have to wear blue and white and gray instead of the reds and oranges I prefer. Wear the reds and oranges, and pull an Iceland Greenland on them. I have cornered you in this aquarium, where fire powers are useless. Fire powers? Dude, I'm an ice hero. I freeze shit and manipulate water. Also, I love aquariums. Thanks for the free entry. But you're dressed like Guy Fieri. Yeah, haha, I have an autumnal complexion. Also, no superhero should have a name that gives away the power set. Misdirection. Get him, Laser Eye! Haha, my mirror will deflect your— Wait, why are you made of stone now? They call him Laser Eye because he once blinded himself with a laser pointer and it was the funniest shit they'd ever seen. Okay, I'm particularly proud of this Tumblr post in particular because this was an ask on my own Tumblr blog. What's the difference between a tuna, a piano, and a pot of glue? Huh, I haven't heard that one before. I don't know. What is the difference? You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna. That's what I thought at first, but where does the pot of glue fit in? That's where things get sticky. I just walked into that one. 2020 appliances. Break within 2 years. 1970s refrigerator. I will outlive you and everyone you love. I am eternal. I am time itself. Brand new sports car. Breaks down. My 2003 Honda Accord. You do not own me. I own you. I will transport your children and your children's children until I perish during the inevitable heat death of the universe. New sewing machine. No, I need software updates. My 1904 Singer 15. Just put your back into treading. I can sew through more layers than you dare to attempt, and I will still sew through them when the sun burns out if you remember to oil me. My digital watch from like 2004. Permadead. You think a new battery will help? It laughs at your pain. It mocks your futile scrambling. Nothing can bring it back. My pocket watch from 1872. Tick-tock, bitch. Planned obsolescence. Tumblr is really interesting because you can say something like, Thursday is Duck with a Top Hat Day, and half the website will reblog it. Duck in a Top Hat Thursday, y'all! Happy Duck in a Top Hat Thursday! OP only has themselves to blame when this has 10,000 plus posts and is posted every Thursday. Oh, don't you dare! Happy Top Hat Duck Thursday, everyone! You can never be too important on the internet. Hi! We're introducing important blue internet checkmarks here on Tumblr. They're a steal at $7.99. That's cheaper than some other places when you consider that you get not 1, but 2 checkmarks for your blog on web only, for now. Why, you ask? Why not? Nothing matters. Get yours here. They did it. They actually did it. Holy shit, they're insane, but they are so funny. Important blue internet checkmarks. Many want it, few can get it. On Tumblr, it's available for everyone. Purchase today and get 2 blue checkmarks for $7.99. No need to call. Coveted status symbol, and now you can have one too, without having to be verified by Tumblr staff. Be an important person on the internet. Stand out from the rest by displaying not 1, but 2 blue checkmarks next to your blog name. This is not a verification status, it's an important blue internet checkmark, which in 2022 is just as legit. Also, the important blue internet checkmark may turn into a bunch of crabs at any time. Tumblr is 200% better than Twitter. It stacks more. Twitter can't get $1 out of me, but Tumblr's winning just by being funny. It maxes out at 24, 12 times. This is dumb and I love it. Holy fucking shit, I found the most shark plush ever! Like, you all cannot even be prepared! Like, what the fuck? How is he shaped like that? You cannot even understand! I bet you think you have some semblance of an inkling, of an iota, of an idea of what this shark plush looks like, but I promise that you are incorrect! Does anyone else even deserve to see him? Is humanity even ready? Is humanity even worthy? Literally, oh my god, his face, his eyes, his shape. Are you ready? Are you even ready?
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!